Now, before you go assuming anything, I want to set the record straight. I didn't kill her. The only reason I went over there that day was so we could talk. You know, clear the air between us. I didn't kill her, though. You've got to believe me. I'm telling the truth. The last time I saw her was about a week after she broke up with me. I was depressed, and I hadn't left my bed in days. Even the thought of putting on pants was too much. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the best. Anyway, when I finally did get up, I felt sick and alone. My head was spinning, and a couple of times I nearly passed out. But I figured since I'd made it this far, I might as well keep going. Maybe the fresh air would pick me up. Outside, I started thinking about her. Don't worry, they weren't bad or malicious thoughts. No, they were good thoughts. I guess you could say they had a calming effect on me, because by the time I got down to the street, my mood was improving. I mean, it's hard not to feel happy when autumn rolls around. I love autumn because it's the time of the year the earth decides to hide its true face from you. You know, everything is exactly how you remember it, only slightly more obscure. Canted is probably a more fitting word. I remember on that day it was extraordinarily bright. A tremendous flash seemed to burst through all the buildings, and I felt this wave of joy ripple through me. That's when I knew I had to go see her, to apologize for being me. So I jumped on the first tram that came by. My stomach was swarming with butterflies, and for the first time in ages, I was actually excited about something. About seeing her, about clearing the air between us. Maybe I could take back all the terrible things I'd done when we were together. Maybe I could change. You know, maybe I could change. But when I reached the city, I began to feel anxious. Everything was closing in on me. Do you know what it's like to fall into a hole where there's no light, no love, nothing but pain and sorrow? I needed to pick me up, so I went and got myself coffee. Yeah, I'm sure any doctor with a degree will tell you caffeine is the best cure for depression. Well, it helped enough to get me back on the street. To be honest, without the coffee, I probably never would have made it to your apartment. I would have given up and gone back home with my tail tucked between my legs. But I did make it, and she was so happy to see me again. She invited me inside, and after that, we talked. I apologized for all the things I'd done over the years. I told her leaving me was the right decision, but I hoped we could remain friends. She was great about the whole thing. She said my future looked bright. She forgave me on the spot, and it's because of that kindness I'll always admire her. God, I loved her so much, but I had to let her go. Had to let her go. The future looks bright. That's what she told me. The future looks bright. Anyway, afterwards I wandered home, and I didn't feel sick anymore, you know? I didn't feel lonely. I just remember I kept thinking, everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. She said, the future looks bright. And you know what the funny thing is? I really believe that's the truth.